let me go ahead and say this in all fairness, all right? I'm going to try to break this down for the common man and a common woman that just lives an everyday blue-collar life like myself. And I'm talking about this Russian probe. Whoa! Man, is it getting ugly. It looked like that the Republicans had a victory. It looked like they had a victory. When they found out that the Democrats, through Hillary Clinton, could have probably been in some form of a collusion with the Russians. However, in the news, breaking, Robert Mueller, FBI director, has been very methodical in his building of a case. He has not been in front of the news media. He's kept his mouth shut and things close tight. And let's just put it like this. We've got one conviction and a few people under investigation. And what does that mean? Well, in July of this year, the FBI obtained a no-knock warrant, meaning they just going to go in and just blast your place. How did they get that? How did they get that? Well, I'll tell you how the FBI gets a no-knock warrant. The way that the FBI gets a no-knock warrant is first of all, signed by a judge. But however, a no-knock warrant is stating something. Ooh, the sun is there. Okay, what is it stating? It's stating that they wanted to come in with an element of surprise so that if there is some type of documentation that could be used in this investigation to indict this criminal probe with the interference of this election by the Russians, that he will not have any time, talking about Robert Manafort, wouldn't have any time, Bob Manafort, will not have any time to destroy any evidence whatsoever at all. And guess who is furious? Guess who is beside themselves? Guess who is livid? Guess who is upset as hell? You got it. None other than Donald J. Trump. Upset. In other words, fingers are pointing towards that the Russians and the Trump administration have actually been working hand in hand during this election to overthrow the Democrats' campaign. Whew, between 30,000 email scandals from Hillary Clinton, the Russian probe that just not seems to go away. Now, all of a sudden, indictments have come down by the FBI. People's Halloween and trick-or-treating has come a little bit soon. People are fearful. Whoo-wee, are they fearful. And people are literally beside themselves. Literally beside themselves and livid because they don't know whose head is getting ready to spin before Christmas. Whew. Man, I tell you, man. Remember Pablo Escobar? This sounds like the same thing is going on in our country, because I often said that it seemed like Washington, D.C. is ran by a bunch of gangsters. Man, I wonder how they're going to finagle their way out of this. Is their money going to buy them out of this situation? It's going to be something to see. It don't look like the FBI is caving on this one. I will say this. I remember when I was young, if somebody accused me of something, and I know I didn't do it, man, you talking about getting furious and mad and upset. I'd be so furious, mad, and upset, man, I go on and put my two hands around their throat and choke them to death. Now that I'm older, if somebody accuses me of something, you know what I do? I pretty much just shake my head and laugh. I go, all right, well, whatever. You know why? Because when you're dealing with the general public, there's not too much intelligence there in the first place. And the general public, who's been trained by the public food system, is going to believe what they want to believe anyway. However, if you're not sitting behind no jail cell, you're not in no bars, no case being built, and you ain't in being indicted, you're not under investigation, what do you care? All you have to do is just live just, live honest, live true, live right. But man, I tell you, at this age, and you cutting a fool like this, man, that's almost, and then Donald Trump is calling this check this out, I ain't heard this in a long, long time. He's calling this a witch hunt, a witch hunt. So now all the people being hunted are witches. Whoo, I tell you what, get your bag of popcorn, stay tuned. There's all to be an interesting holiday season.